Welcome to the first annual myTalk Awards, celebrating all our favorite pop culture things from the past year and awarding Talkie Awards based on your votes. Joining the morning show to award Celebrity Story of the Year, Song of the Year, and Drama of the Year are Steve, Colleen, and Lori. Please welcome your hosts for the first ever myTalk Awards, Jason and Alexis.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 27 of our myTalk Awards, the first and last annual, right here on myTalk. I'm Jace with my morning show family, Alexis Thompson, Dawn McClain, Kenneth, and we're joined, as the fancy announcer woman just told you, by some special guests. She is the blooming, lovely flower from noon to 3. She's your friend and mine, and I almost watched her throw one of her children into a fountain at Disney World.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Colleen Lindstrom, everybody.
Hello!
Hello!
Colleen!
Good morning.
Hi, sweetheart. Good morning. She is the blooming flower from 3 to 6. She's an OG, and she'll never let us forget it. Lori Barghini, everyone. Hello, sweethearts.
Hey, everyone. Good morning.
And he is a blooming flower for an entire... Oh, no,
He's
we don't have
not
him.
here yet, but I'm trying to get him on the phone because he's stuck in traffic.
Steve left a little late and is not here, so we'll just carry on. Lori throwing shade at 8:01. I would like the record to show 8:01. Now, Alexis, what categories are we doing today for the myTalk Awards?
Today we have Song of the Year, we have Drama of the Year, and Celebrity Story of the Year.
Colleen, I'm going to start with you. You're our special guest. You guys had a really, you had a controversial,
big day.
but you, yeah. Well, I mean, there is an asterisk, my dear friend.
No,
You
there's
had
not. It was a big day.
You had an asterisk at the bottom of that big day. There was a lot of controversy surrounding the Zac Efron win and the Bennifer win. Lori took issue with that.
Did Zac Efron
Oh, no, he
win?
didn't win. No, he didn't win. I apologize. But I was listening to Lori and Julia yesterday, as I always do. And I don't want to start beef right away at 8:02, but Colleen, did you hear Lori and Julia yesterday?
No.
Okay. Lori made a point that I think echoes a lot of my talkers. Bennifer is not a publicationship.
No.
So,
okay. Listen, as the people who created the term publicationship, I believe we can speak on this as experts. A publicationship is not about whether they love each other or it's real.
Okay.
It's about how they use the relationship.
Okay.
Right.
Lori, how do you feel about that?
The Celebrity Story of the Year is the excitement of Bennifer 2.0. We never get real fairy tales in Hollywood. They reconnected 17 years after their love wasn't right, and they got their heads together, and it has given us joyous gossip since last May. Happy, giddy, red carpets, and this can happen to real people, and it really happened to them.
So
They
what we're
adore
learning here
and
is
love
that it's
each other.
working on Lori.
Oh, Lori loves love.
I'm with Lori. I believe they're in love again, and they're going to last for a long time. But I also see that they are a publicationship. They are really using it in the public and for their benefit.
Welcome, Alexis.
Hollywood, aren't all Hollywood relationships and publicationships? Then we might as well just give up and go home.
Nope, they're not.
No.
Aren't you
Tom
already
Hanks, not in a publicationship. They don't use their relationship for publicity.
God, I'm loving
We
this.
are going to disagree on that one.
Oh, Lori's on fire, and I am here for it. Okay, let's not look backwards. Let's look forward. As Alexis pointed out, the first category we're going to talk about, an award today, is Celeb Story of the Year. Let me go through the nominations, and then we'll plead our cases. Jason and Alexis, our show, the Kim Kanye divorce. Donna and Steve, there's no representation from that show, so we don't care. And then we'll move on to Colleen and Bradley, the Britney conservatorship. Colleen, I don't know if this needs a lot of defense. This is a quality pick, I must admit.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a story that is a decade plus in the making. This is over and above and beyond the story of the year, with twists and turns bigger than my dating life in high school.
We got to hear about that sometime, Colleen. Can we talk about that off air? Okay. Lori and Julia, the aforementioned Bennifer 2.0 is what you chose. I think you outlined it brilliantly a few minutes ago with Colleen. Anything else you want to say, Lori?
Well, I mean, it's just that we don't get recoupling stories. I mean, the last time we really had a great recoupling, I mean, you can't count the Brad, Jennifer, Angelina, Bermuda triangle of fake stories, but we haven't had a reconnection on this kind of a level since Elizabeth Taylor and, what's his name?
Oh, from Cleopatra.
Richard
yeah.
Burton.
I mean, they got together off and on.
Richard Burton.
Richard Burton. We just haven't had a story, and it was actually enjoyable gossip.
Yeah.
The myTalk Academy, that fraudulent organization, has
no kidding,
has picked Alec Baldwin. That whole
bummer of a horrible story.
I mean, it is. It's as sad and horrible and tragic as it is, and leave it to the Academy to pick a horrible, tragic, and sad story. It's fitting. That could win. Now, Donna and Steve, just to play fair, they picked Harry and Meghan. Now, Lori, this seems like a pick that you would have picked.
No, they're the escape of the year. They had the most epic royal escape in the history of the world. It gets its own category.
Yeah.
No other nominees.
Touche, Lori. And Alexis, we picked Kim and Kanye's divorce. How are you feeling, my love?
I'm feeling good about this pick still. Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on. It's because you get with Kim, you get all of the Kardashians, right? And then they're hanging out and doing things. And then they're
not even divorced.
And you have Kanye, right? That's part of the story, right? Because he wants her back.
We're all so
love
sick of it.
is all out there, and but
we're sick of that story.
Well, let's go to our own Magic 8 Ball. That's Kenny. Kenny, I'm rubbing you right now. How are you feeling? How are you thinking this is going to go?
What are we talking about? I'm serious, you guys. There are 500. There's 500 crashes on the board right now.
Yeah,
I've been
Steve's in one of them, or he was. He's through it now.
Yeah, I've been completely immersed in all traffic.
Sorry,
stuff.
Didn't know. Let's move on. Didn't know. Somebody needs to tell me so I don't have these uncomfortable moments. For the love of God.
I was trying to get Steve on the line. I'm sorry.
I know.
I think the best bet is Brittany.
Okay.
That has we've been fascinated forever and ever, haven't we?
Yes, absolutely.
And there's a lot of aha moments of going, whoa, did that really happen? Wow.
Yeah. I feel I've been wrong most of the time so far, but I'm feeling the Kim Kanye divorce because of the negative feelings about Kanye. People do not like him. The Mind Talkers, I think, generally, we could win. I don't know. Or Brittany. Colleen and Bradley have yet another good chance to win, and this will be a non-controversial win. Sorry, Colleen. I'm just saying.
Whatever.
Whatever. Whatever.
I didn't see the controversy in the other ones.
Well, Zac Efron didn't do a single film last year. But anyway, it's fine.
Don't say a bad word about my boyfriend.
And Betty White didn't do a single film, but that's fine.
She died.
That's not a performance.
Oh, it sure was.
Wow.
Very good, Dawn. Touche. When we come back, it's the moment you've been waiting for, the winner of Celeb Story of the Day. Right after this, stay with us.
Welcome back to the first annual myTalk Awards. It's time to crown the Celebrity Story of the Year. Here once again are your hosts, Jason and Alexis.
Thank you, fancy announcer woman. Welcome back to the myTalk Awards, the Talkies. Today we're going to be handing out awards in 3 different categories. Celebrity Story of the Year, Drama and Song of the Year. Who will win? Who will lose? Who will get an asterisk by their name? We're all going to find out today as we go through. Now, moments. Oh, and by the way, thanks to David at First Equity and thanks to Chanhassen Dinner Theaters. Again, no matter what we do, we could be playing in a sandbox for charity for hours, and David will put his name on it, and we did that actually.
Yep, and he stepped up as usual.
Colleen could do naked goat yoga for 10 minutes.
The time.
Thank you. And David would put his name on it. So we greatly appreciate him and our family, our forever family at the Chanhassen Dinner Theaters. Dinner Theater. Okay, here we go. We are getting ready to find out the winner of Celebrity Story of the Year. You've heard the pitches, the elevator pitches. You know the nominees, but we're going to recap one more time. Here we go.
The nominees for Celebrity Story of the Year. The Jason and Alexis Show nominated Kim and Kanye's divorce.
An insider telling E! News exclusively that Kim and Kanye are completely done and no longer speaking. The source added Kim is trying to stay strong and move on with her life.
The Donna and Steve Experience submitted Harry and Meghan's Oprah interview.
There's a conversation with you,
With Harry.
about how dark your baby is going to be?
Potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
From Colleen and Bradley, Britney Spears being freed from her conservatorship.
Judge Brenda Penny releasing 39-year-old Britney Spears from the conservatorship that since 2008 had controlled every aspect of the pop star's existence.
Low J's pick, Bennifer 2.0.
They called off the wedding in 2003, days before the ceremony, and ultimately split in 2004. Since then, the two have reportedly maintained a close friendship.
Sources tell us that they are very happy and that Jennifer Lopez is happy that they're kind of rekindling their friendship.
And from the myTalk Academy, Alec Baldwin accidentally kills cinematographer Helena Hutchins.
Tragic breaking news. Tragedy on the film set of Alec Baldwin's movie in New Mexico. The director of photography was killed. Police say this all happened when a prop, was discharged by Baldwin. The director of the film, titled Rust, also was injured.
And there you have it. There are your nominees for Celeb Story of 2021. A lot to pick from, I should say. Let's acknowledge that our friend Steve from Donna and Steve has arrived. Good morning, Steve.
What time did this start this morning?
This started at 8.
It did. Okay, wonderful. Well, I trust it got off to a really hot start.
It was wonderful. Let me tell you. Make sure you
made
watch.
It okay.
Make sure, yes, we're glad you're here. That's all that's important.
Yes.
Steve, I'm going to give you a chance because everyone else did. And Lord knows we have time to fill. You and Donna picked Harry and Meghan. Any final thoughts before Alexis opens the envelope?
Well, just as we heard right there in that little, everybody remembers that soundbite from the Oprah interview. And the next day we all came in and thought, really? Did this really happen? Did our version of the royals get further cracked? And then the fallout that happened after that, it continues. There's still, I think the most recent headline there, Harry feels like they're not even safe going back to the UK. So I'm hoping that this will be Donna and Steve's first win of the myTalk Awards so far.
Oh, yes.
We're 0 for 6.
0 for 6.
That is correct.
This could be. This could be, Steve. I'm wishing you good luck.
Thank you.
So here we go. Alexis is holding the crafted envelope.
Sparkly envelope.
From the accounting firm of Pricewaterhouse. I don't even know if that still exists. Alexis, are you ready?
Oh, no, it's right.
Yes.
You got it.
I'm ready. The Celebrity Story of the Year. Britney Spears conservatorship.
Congratulations, Britney, on getting out of an intolerable soul-sucking situation. Kenny was wondering if you could have your lawyer get in touch with him at his earliest convenience. Thanks so much.
Another win.
Hi, Colleen.
Another win for Colleen and Bradley. I go to Colleen from Colleen and Bradley. How are you feeling?
I am on air right now. Literally, I'm on air, but I am walking on air. Listen, you guys know this was not just a story of the year. This is a story of a decade. This is a story that has, and it was like the ultimate underdog story. And so I just being the underdog show, we appreciate you, my talkers.
What do you mean?
I'm just teasing.
Donna and Steve.
Yeah,
Right, Steve?
thank you. I barely even showed up
You want to fight over this?
It's a midday fight. Yeah.
A little midday
No,
war.
we're the worst show.
No. I think Colleen means not just in the awards, in general, right, Colleen?
Right.
Am I
Thank you.
hearing
Yes.
you right? Yes.
Thank you.
The less fewest promos, fewest. Yes, right. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
we're just
right,
hiding
Colleen?
over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Behind the bushes, noon to
Uh-huh.
3. Hi. No, this is huge. And listen, everybody was on bated breath, waiting to see what was going to happen with Britney. Everybody was pulling for Britney. We've never seen anything like this. And I think this is a story that's also affecting lasting change when it comes to conservatorships in Hollywood and beyond. And that's why my talkers, you did it. You
Look
were
at
right.
you getting all serious.
Wow.
That is not really loud
it's
here, but that's
huge.
great.
She
Yeah.
lobbied the people too. Let me say something.
Seriously.
I'm keeping score, and the Donna and Steve show is now 0-4-7. So now, as the representative of our show, I wonder if maybe the better story for us, the worst show on the air, if we might be able to go 0-15. And wouldn't that be sort of a special? Nobody
you
would
have your
forget
own prize.
That
That's
would be a
right.
victory.
You want to be the winner of
Thank
the
you.
losers.
Steve,
Oh,
this
okay.
isn't the Razzies.
Oh, this is not. Well, it feels like
Lori. Lori.
This is not the Razzies, Steve.
Okay, sorry.
Well, guys, just for this category, Celebrity of the Year, Colleen and Bradley with Britney's conservatorship, 63% of the vote.
Whoa.
You
Oh, it wasn't
smoked
even close.
everyone. Second was Alec Shoot Someone from the Academy with only 16.1% of the vote. All the rest of us are in the single
Where's
digits.
Harry and Meghan? I want to know. Are
and
we
Meghan.
last?
No, you're third, actually.
Okay, we've had a couple bronze medals.
Then the Kim and Kanye divorce, fourth, and Bennifer 2.0, fifth.
Who knew?
Lori, Lori,
Love
did you
is
hear that?
dead with my talkers.
Lori.
Love
Lori with
don't
the
mean a thing.
one-liners. No. Let's move on. Our second category is going to be drama of the year. Now, please keep in mind that drama is not just a movie. It can be movie or TV show. So the nominees
We all
are
picked
for
TV.
We all did for, I think, a
Yeah.
reason. Because the best stuff is on TV right now. Our show has chosen Dexter, the reboot, Dexter New Blood, Donna and Steve, Mayor of Easttown, Colleen and Bradley, Grey's Anatomy, Lori and Julia, Squid Game, and the myTalk Academy, that fraudulent organization, Succession.
Great show, though.
We're going to begin with Lori. Lori, you picked Squid Game. This feels pretty good to me.
Yeah, you know what? We picked Squid Game because we've never seen anything like it. The first non-English show to break all the records, #1 at 53 days, 94 countries. It was a show that was so much more than what the beginning you thought it was going to be. It was really a treatise about rich and poor and what people will do. It was so original and so clever, and everyone in the world was talking about it for a month.
Oh, she's
TikTok,
convinced
Except
me.
Donna
Instagram.
Valentine.
Yeah, everything.
Donna's the only
Right,
one
Steve?
who didn't watch it. She was. We tried to convince her. Oh, you got to watch it. But my taste isn't really gory violence, and there is plenty of it in Squid Game.
But more,
it's so
Steve,
intriguing.
it's so much more than
You're
gore
so
and
right.
violence.
And that's
once
what
you get past the first
I
couple
felt mixed
episodes.
telling everybody about the show, Lori, because I was like, man, listen, it's super gory and you might not dig that. That being said, Under All the Blood is a really compelling story with some really interesting reveals.
Steve, I'm gonna stick with you. Your pick for Donna and Steve. This one could be it. everybody, especially on the morning show, Alexis, Dawn, Kenny, myself, we were in love with Mayor of Easttown and HBO Max. Talk to me, Steve.
It was so wonderful. What a wonderfully told story. No, if you go back, if you haven't seen Mayor of Easttown, I will spoil nothing by saying you will not figure this out. There's not a chance that you figure this out in the first episode or in the fourth episode. It's a really wonderful mystery. Kate Winslet, there's nothing else that you need to say about her performance. She was just fantastic. And I think that it captured the conversation earlier in the year. Why I feel like we won't be able to beat Squid Game is because that captured the conversation later in the year and is top of mind for my talkers.
Colleen, we have just a few minutes, and then I think it's an unusual pick. It's been on the air since Amy Daniels was in elementary school, Grey's Anatomy.
Obviously, this was my pick because I get made fun of mercilessly on the Colleen and Bradley show. They think I am the only one watching this show, but I'm here to tell you there is something. I'm here for the lifetime achievement. This is 18 seasons, the longest running primetime medical drama. That's huge. Also, when you don't think it can get better, they add Scott Speedman, which is like the mystery ingredient to make all things better. Because he's sexy.
There's kind of a renaissance, right? People who stopped watching are back on the train.
Thank you for taking this seriously, Alexis.
There seems to be there's a lifetime achievement thread with Colleen and Bradley. Betty White, Grey's Anatomy.
That's right.
I mean, I jumped off the train, but I'm just...
It's fine. You could still get on.
But I see there's a lot of people back on.
Thank you.
Alexis, speak brilliantly for Dexter New Blood, our nominee.
So good, you guys. That was a good pick.
Oh, man. He's a father. So seeing him in that role and trying to do the right thing and what's going to happen. Of course, he's got that dark passenger just pecking at his face all the time. What do I do? What do I do? Do I do it? Do I not? What's going to happen? It's really, at the end, too, that's unexpected. And to see that character back, it just, after 13 years, we were waiting, and we finally got it. Felt great.
I think reboots are dangerous. More fail than succeed, and I think this one succeeded in the writing, the creativity, the reason to bring it back. Sometimes these reboots happen, and there's really not a reason to. It's just a money grab.
Yep.
This landed the plane better than the 2012 finale or whenever the hell it was. It was awful.
That was brawny, man.
Overall, Dawn, let me go to you. You've heard the pitches now. Who do you think?
Okay, Lori was really strong with her. I think about that and how much I loved it, and I also loved Mayor of Easttown. So I also love Dexter. I don't know. I think.
What about Grey's Anatomy?
I'm so sorry, Colleen. I've never watched even one episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Wow, that is your loss.
I know. I even have a sealed box set that I got for promotional reasons. If you want it,
that is worth something.
Okay, well, it's like season 1 of Grey's Anatomy. Alexis,
that's like from the 1800s.
I know.
It is.
It's on beta. It's on beta.
But I really think Squid Game, they're going to pick Squid Game. That was a phenomenon.
Yeah, I believe as we wrap it up here, I think as the walk-off music, the playoff music begins, this could be Lori and Julia's win, or could it be the Susan Lucci moment for Donna and Steve? This could be it. If they're going to win,
this is our best shot.
This is it, Steve. This is your secretariat. This is it. This is the horse better cross the finish line here, buddy. Or
I'm whipping its hind hocks right now, hoping it goes fast.
I don't know if that's legal, actually, Steve. That's not really legal.
I just broke a sweat.
I just gave his email address to PETA. So it's Steve.Patterson. That's right. We're going to take a break. Who will win Drama of the Year? Jason and Alexis in the morning. Donna and Steve. Colleen and Bradley. No. Lori and Julia. You're going to... Sorry about that editorial comment. You're going to find out when we return.
It's time to give a myTalk award to your favorite drama of the year. Welcome back to our award show panelists, Steve, Colleen, and Lori, along with your hosts, the 4 goofballs from the Jason and Alexis show.
Welcome back. Thank you, Fancy Announcer Woman. It's the My Talk Awards. We're so glad that you're here, and we're delighted to have our special guest. She's the OG. She's the Jill Zarin, the Countess Luann, the Ramona. She is Lori Barghini from the Lori and Julia show. We have Steve Patterson from our time slot neighbor, the wonderful Donna and Steve, and of course, she's going to lose this category, but we love her anyway. Colleen Lindstrom,
Listen,
everybody,
don't
from
count me
Colleen
out.
and Bradley.
Thank
Well,
you.
Hey,
you nominated a show so old it can vote and rent a car. Just FYI.
We cannot
Yes.
celebrate it while it is still here, you guys. Ellen Pompeo is, she's threatening.
It's all
Yeah.
whether she's going to do it or not, right? Every scene is like,
See?
is she going to sign? Is she going to do it? I don't know.
Well, if you forgot, one more time before we announce the winner, here are your nominees for the 2021 and hopefully final My Talk Awards for Drama of the Year.
The nominees for Drama of the Year. The Donna and Steve Experience nominated Mayor of Easttown.
It should have been you that day.
What?
I hate you for that. I hate that you made me find him. We don't even talk about him, Mom. We don't even talk
What are you talking about?
We don't even
Come on,
talk about
wait.
him anymore. And I hate you for that. I hate you. You should have been the one to find him, not me.
Colleen and Bradley called in from 2007 on a Nokia flip phone to nominate Grey's Anatomy.
I win.
How's that?
I'm the last man standing. It was you and me from our residency class. Everyone else has either abandoned me or died. We were the only two left.
You think they're giving out a medal for that? I could stick around.
They probably should because it sucks.
Rojay's pick was Squid Game.
I think you and I should make a deal.
What kind of deal?
Just in case either of us can actually make it out of this hellhole somehow. We'll look after each other's loved ones, okay?
The myTalk Academy nominated Succession.
You come for me with love. You bust him here, guns in hand, and now you find they've turned to sausages. You talk about love? You should have trusted me.
And the Jason and Alexis show picked Dexter, New Blood.
So, you're not dead.
He's owed an explanation.
Oh, that
But the only one is that his father is a monster.
I'm sure this is hard.
This? No. Growing up without a dad,
Oh.
that was hard. And opening up that letter, finding out you let me believe you were dead all those years, that was brutal.
There we go. There's your nominees for Drama of the Year. A wonderful montage put together by Rocco. Another big thanks to him and David at First Equity and Chanhassen Dinner Theaters. Okay, Alexis is holding in her hand the Michaels crafted envelope that took a quarter of our station's budget to do. Alexis, are you ready?
I am ready.
This is exciting being this close to the envelope.
The winner for Drama of the Year, Mayor of Easttown, Steve!
This is the first win for the Donna and Steve Experience. And it's all because Donna overruled Steve's repeated requests to nominate his favorite gritty drama, Veggie Tales.
Okay.
Congratulations, Donna and Steve.
To that point, we do undersell what happens with Tom the tomato and the cucumber friend of his, but it's fine. No, so we went with Mayor of Easttown.
It's very dramatic, yeah.
I feel so good about this because, you know, if you haven't watched Mayor of Easttown, when my wife and I sit down and watch a show, very often she starts to figure things out before I do.
Oh.
And then it's annoying because she either accidentally says something that sort of ruins it for me, or she says, oh, I know where this is going. And then it's just like, you're taunting me. I don't like this. With this one, none of us could figure out where it was going to go next. If you haven't seen Mayor of Easttown, she couldn't spoil it for me.
Did she sure try though? Was she go? Oh, I know.
Yes, she tries to figure her way through all of these things. But this one, I thought it was so well.
And this
done.
is your accent. This is where you're from. You know this accent.
So you understood it.
Yes, we didn't have the captions on. Yeah, we watched it in its native tongue, which is technically it's Eastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
from Western PA, but it's
you
still.
know it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like all this stuff, and what are Ian's doing over there? Should we go there? Should we check on him or not? It's a weird alien language.
That's great.
Well, you're not alone. My talkers, you got 46.4% of the vote.
Okay, now where did Squid Game come in this?
Second.
Okay,
Lori.
Yeah.
17.6%.
Third.
And it's okay if you say Grey's Anatomy next, obviously.
Nope. Nope. Just pushing down a little bit more. Dexter's next with the third. Fourth is Succession and Grey's Anatomy.
But what was the percentage?
Did Grey's get any votes at all?
Yeah, they got 80 with 8.5% of the vote.
That is
80.
respectable.
How many kids do you have, Colleen? It had to be your kids.
That's it.
How many family members do
They
you
voted
have?
a few times. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
All the devices.
Does Lori feel robbed?
Yeah.
No,
Lori, how are you
I
feeling?
don't. I loved Mayor of Easttown. I loved Dexter. The reason I just picked Squid Game is because it was just like such a phenomenal, and it was so original and crazy and wild. It just,
it
to
was a
me,
great
it
pick.
was just like, couldn't stop thinking about that show. But Mayor of Easttown, Dexter, great nominations. Grey's Anatomy, we didn't have a vintage drama. That's where that belonged. And Succession only redeemed itself the last 3 episodes this season.
Yeah.
Well, we moved from TV to Song of the Year. We're doing some music. The nominees.
This is a tough one.
This is going to be hard. Lori, let's start with you since you're talking right now. You nominated "Good for You" by Olivia Rodrigo, or as Julia called her yesterday, Olivia Rodriguez. Yeah, love her. How are you feeling about this, Lori?
Well, feeling very good about Olivia Rodrigo. I mean, she's 19 years old. She comes from the High School Musical, the series. She puts out her debut album, Sour, the first single, Driver's License, great song. Then we get Good for You, which is just an absolute banger. And she's nominated for 7 Grammys, Entertainer of the Year, Artist of the Year by Rolling Stone and Billboard. I mean, song after song, but I am partial to a banger, and Good for You is that.
We haven't heard much from Colleen in this segment because of her shocking loss with Grey's Anatomy, so we're going to go to you next.
Still is the winner in my heart.
Yeah. You picked Adele. Adele, easy on me.
Listen, you guys, how long did we wait for more Adele music? And then she comes out crooning again. We've been waiting to feel. We've been bottling up our emotions. She sings, Lori.
Have we?
Bottle it up right now. She comes out crooning, and we all are like, thank you. Now we can access our emotions again.
Is it crooning or is it just warbling?
Kenny, that is in the eye of the beholder.
That single is painful to listen to. I'm sorry.
This is well said, Kenny, because to Colleen's point, in Adele, no one can argue her talent, but to Colleen's point, we waited so long for new Adele, and then the next song couldn't come fast enough because that hook
Because we burned it out.
just started to tear apart your inside.
I am feeling some Adele hatred in this group, and it's because
No, but it took 60 days for a second single. Who does that? And then she cancels. No, Adele has
we
that.
are focusing just on this song.
It's that one song. I mean, it really hit hard.
Steve, you have 30 seconds. Butter by BTS. Plead your case.
I'm looking up the Korean lyrics right now because I want to recite them if we do in fact win. Listen, they're just great.
That was this year?
I think it was in 2021.
That feels like 100 years ago.
So we're just big fans of Butter in any form, song or otherwise.
Amen.
And then our show, Leave the Door Open by Bruno Mars, Anderson and Pink. Lex, 10 seconds. Anderson Paak. How do you Anderson Pink? Oh my God. Proof I didn't. Dawn made these nominations. Yeah, there we go. We're going to take a break. Who will win? We're going to find out in just a few minutes.
Time now to name our third and final Talkie Award winner for today's myTalk Awards ceremony. Let's discuss our favorite song of the year. Mine is the award show wrap-up music that's been playing this week, hinting Kenny to shut his beardy trap. Take it away, Jason and Alexis.
Thank you. Thank you, fancy announcer woman. We appreciate all the good work that Rocco's been doing, putting all of this stuff together. Always does amazing work, but he's outdone himself again. And thanks to David at First Equity and Chanhassen Dinner Theater for sponsoring the fun of our very first myTalk Awards. Steve, Colleen, and Lori join us as we tackle our very last category today. And by the way, we're halfway through the myTalk Awards. We only have about 17 more days, and then we'll be done.
It lasts all of Lent, I think, is what
I think they do.
What did we give up for the myTalk?
I'm just giving up for Lent.
Joy, that's right. I'm giving up Grey's Anatomy for Lent.
No.
That's what I'm giving up. But it is Song of the Year. You heard our debate a few seconds ago, but just in case you just tuned in, ladies and gentlemen, here is the nominee montage.
The nominees for Song of the Year. Colleen and Bradley submitted Easy on Me by Adele.
There's something like that's really like hopeful about it as well as sad. But I mean, obviously bawled my eyes out when I was writing it and when I was singing it, for the recording and stuff like that. But there's an element of hope in it, which in turn gave me hope, because I was at my wit's ends.
Lori and Julia's pick, Olivia Rodriguez, Good For You.
I had a hard time writing like upbeat, dancey songs for a long time, just because I thought in order to write like an upbeat song, you had to be really happy or really in love, and those were just not feelings that I was genuinely feeling at the time. And so when I tried to write a song like that, it just felt like disconnected and not true to who I was as a person and a songwriter. So it was really exciting for me to write the song "Good For You." I was really happy when I wrote this one.
The myTalk Academy nominated Ed Sheeran's Bad Habits.
The guy that I was working with is a really great dance producer. I was like, should we just try and make the perfect dance tune? And so we kind of like wrote it as a joke, really. Not a joke. I say like, we sort of wrote it just to be like, what if? And then we finished it and we were like, this is actually quite good.
The Jason and Alexis show picked Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic.
We didn't know what it was going to do. People could have hated the song. People could have said whatever, or this and that. We didn't know, we're not thinking about any kind of chart position. It's literally like, Andy, do you like this song? I love this record. Like, can we make it better? And once we put it out, this is, like I said, this is the best we could do. We love what we talk. We love the way this sounds.
And the Donna and Steve Experience nominated Butter by BTS.
Butter is like it's summer. It's very kind of like a seasoning. So it's also a more upbeat, kind of like a fresh dance pop track, more like a summer anthem. Just all of the positive vibes and upbeat energy. That's it. That's what Butter is about.
There you have it. There are your nominees for Song of the Year in the first and last myTalk Awards, the Talkies. Who do you think will win? Well, we're about to find out. Alexis, are you holding the envelope from Price Waterhouse? There we go.
Got it.
Finally crafted, finally sparkled.
Sparkly. The Song of the Year goes to Easy on Me by Adele.
Congratulations, Adele, on Song of the Year. And you're welcome. For myTalk, playing that song 2 or 3 times an hour as bumper music for about 17 months there. Pay us back with concert tickets when that Vegas show finally happens. Cheerio, love.
Another point on the board for Colleen and Bradley. Wow. Credit where credit's due. Colleen and Bradley, you're having a good year.
Thank you. We threw in a couple Zac Efrons and Grey's Anatomies just to kind of make some room for you. I will not hear this.
Yeah, there's got to be a formal protest about that.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
Betty White deserved it.
Mm-hmm. But you're on a good roll. I was
Thank
looking
you.
over you in the 3 days we've done this. You guys have scored well.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you what our secret was. It was to get our nominations in first.
Ah, I see.
We completed the assignment first.
I don't know. Oh, yeah. I waited to the last minute.
Well, this was very close. Easy on Me by Adele got 27.7% of the vote. In second place was Leave the Door Open by Silk Sonic. We had 22.3%.
Whoa. That was
Lori
close,
and Julia's, good. Good for you. Olivia Rodrigo with 21.6. So all in the 20s there, pretty close.
Where's Butter?
Ed Sheeran, Bad Habits came in fourth, and Butter dead last.
I am surprised by that,
Me too.
Steve.
Me
I
too.
thought that would have a stronger showing.
Yeah.
Huge hit, an earworm, and I get it. Like
It
any
is.
of these songs, it's funny. We give them the Talkie Award, and at the same time, we kind of hate all these songs now because they've just been played and played and played and
No,
played.
we don't.
Oh, sorry, stand down.
Well,
I
speak for
retract.
yourself.
I redacted. Sorry, sorry, Lori.
Steve, who picked? Because yesterday Donna was saying that she had nothing to do with Squid Game, and so I'm always curious with your show. Who was the driving force behind this nomination?
We had two, as I recall, and it was Butter, and it was also Good for You by Olivia Rodrigo. And I think we felt good about both of those songs. We thought both could have won.
Were
but
you
we were
were
overruled.
you tempted to nominate yourself, trying to play a Jimi Hendrix song on your acoustic guitar?
Kenny, I'm learning the guitar. I'm exploring.
Yeah, keep practicing.
Uh-oh.
Hey, you know what? Deep tease to the Don and Steve show if we have a moment to fill.
No, we don't
We're
actually.
about
Steve,
out of
I'm sorry.
time.
We don't tease other shows on this show. I don't know what you do in that. I don't know what you do on that wacky ass thing at 9 to noon. But here, no, we don't do that.
Our final
make
hour
fun
is
of
just
them,
teasing.
Yeah, that's right.
He's
No.
trying, guys.
Lori, what's coming up on Lori and Julia today? Let's find out. No, I'm just joking.
We're
No,
gonna
I'm.
make fun of all of this morning.
Yeah.
And we have an excellent vintage scandal. You know, we think that Hollywood has, all these romances, and we're going to go over the romances that lasted for a nanosecond.
Oh, I love that.
We've forgotten about.
Lori,
That's
when it
today.
comes to, I'm sorry, Jason.
No,
finish
go
up.
ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
When it comes to this award show, and when you talk about it, you have my power of attorney. Go ahead and say what's on my mind.
I'm not happy about a ballad winning. Easy on Me, coming out in November. The only single from an album, and it takes 3 months for another. I'm never happy when a ballad wins Song of the Year. I want a sex song. I want a jammer song. I want a pop song. I want a song that's been played all year long.
And I'm always happy when you're not happy. So you can speak for me.
Colleen, what do you have coming up today on Colleen and Bradley?
Thank you for asking. We're going to roll out a new segment called Vintage Scandal.
Okay.
Fantastic. I like
That's
that.
great. I love that idea.
What's your first topic?
Yeah.
Loving this.
Yeah, no, and we'll also talk about what winners we are. So that's exciting.
Yeah,
Perfect.
how many have you won?
I think if I'm correct, is that 4 or 5? 4.
I think it's 4.
It feels good, you guys. We lose a lot. And so winning is new to us, and it's exciting.
You just won the excavating thing in the sandbox.
Yeah, they cheated, though.
That was on a technicality,
That
and
was cheating. That's horrible memories.
no, we don't like to bring that up in this space because there are some bad feelings. And
I'll say,
yeah. Oh yeah.
I would just say we're all
Lex's
winners.
vehicle didn't start. Yeah. Lex, what do we have coming up tomorrow on Jason and Alexis in the morning?
We're going to do this again. We're doing the myTalk Awards in the 8 o'clock hour.
Okay.
Well, let's see. What else are we doing here? Thursdays.
Is it even planned yet? I mean,
Not,
we have some stuff.
Oh, I'm hoping you're going to watch the Kanye documentary so we can finally talk about that.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't Donna Valentine has a show, doesn't she?
Yeah,
She
what's
does,
coming
Kenny.
up
It's-
We should call Donna.
We'll call Donna. We'll call Donna.
No, I'm on that show.
What's coming up on the show?
That's going to do it for us today, everyone. Stay tuned for Donna Valentine, followed by Colleen and Bradley, Lori and Julia. And then the repeats of Donna Valentine, Lori and Julia.
Right.
And Jason and Alexis in the morning. No, all kidding aside, thanks to Steve and Colleen and Lori. This is not usual for them. They got up early to hang with us, and we greatly appreciate it. Thanks to all of you listening. And if you are listening and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Right, Lex?
That's right. You be you. Again, thank you guys so much. Lori,
Bye,
Colleen,
guys.
Steve, hanging out with us this morning. We'll do it again tomorrow at 8. And what's coming up next?
Donna doesn't even think she's going to be in the first segment. She's stuck in that snowy, icy traffic. So, yeah, it's the Steve Show.
Steve and I'll talk too.